Sonji Judan, Soji Yono, Sonjo, Pardadan, Yasan, Dagi Jinso, Jimbasan, Rola Bender, Sonji, Sonji Judan, Sonjo, Pardadan, Yasan, Dagi Jinso, Jimbasan, Rola Bender, Sonji, Sonji Judan, Soji Yono, Sonjo, Pardadan, Yasan. Dage jinsu jindu sananje, rola benzo sanje gendo. Pardin sab lama rumbuche, dage jewar bime denjo. Kodin jimbu kune jisone, kusondo jengi do. Pardin sab lama rumbuche, dage jewar bime denjo. Kodin jimbu kune jisone, kusondo jengi do. Pardon of Lama Ramboje, Dagaje, Ben. Pardon Jimbe, Gune, Jizone, Kuzon, Dojo, Rozo, Namo, I like it, don't do anything, what the Nayak. To walk on your doggage, some of the doggage, and Sagi pages of you, the Saji Yandam. Rogan on the young Thank you, everybody. Can you hear me? Wonderful. It's a system is getting a little better because everybody said they can hear. And also you have better hearing than me. So that too. I would like to welcome everybody. Simply, I feel very happy, some reason, and comfortable when we are talking about Dharma, or anybody practicing Dharma, makes me happy, makes me comfortable, makes me peaceful, makes me peaceful mind. So you are doing that right now. And thank you for everybody participating here and far away. All of us will benefit some size of Dharma benefit if you and I know how to take Dharma into one's own heart. People talk about I need a profound teaching. In other words, a very high level teaching. If receiver is not ready, there will be very difficult to find any very high teaching. And all teachings are very high in my teeny tiny understanding. All teachings are very high. When that happened to you or anybody, all teachings are precious and all teachings are beyond price, beyond value, cannot measure it. If you know what I mean. So, last 4 or 5 years, my connection to Dharma become much, much stronger and more clear to me. So you might see me, I am a little changing, and hopefully it's good changing. And I want you, talking to myself and talking to you, we need to focus, we need to understand Dharma properly, and no waste time. You and I have not much time to talking about somebody else's business. Because since the beginning of this time, many lifetime, until this lifetime, until today, all of us talking about somebody else's business. It's also a Tibetan word called judo. Or maybe in Western American English, maybe it's talking about the gossip. Buddha's Bodhisattva and the teachings in the Dharma, inside the Dharma, I did not see, I did not learn you talking about gossip, talking about somebody else's business, you become Buddha. It always is saying, if you care about all sentient beings, practice genuine Dharma. If you care about your own life and your own reincarnation, practice Dharma. If you care about all mother sentient beings in the universe, practice Dharma. If you love all mother sentient beings, practice Dharma. If you respect all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in the universe, practice the Dharma. You are not responsible talking about somebody else's fault, somebody else's mistake, somebody else's mistake. You are not responsible talking about somebody else's mistake. You are responsible your own mistake. You are responsible your own karma. You are responsible your own body, speech, and mind. If you see that, if you and I luckily able to see that, then we become genuine practitioner. We dedicate our body, speech, and mind, whatever resource we have, we dedicate it Dharma practice. In other words, everything we do become Dharma practice. Even the mundane activities, cleaning, or helping somebody, or talking to somebody, all become Dharma practice because you have a Dharmic mind, you have a Dharma mind, you have a compassion in your mind, you have respect in your mind, you have understanding in your mind. So before we're talking about subject, this is just come out, hoping it's helpful for you and it's helpful for myself. So, Sutra of Recollection of Three Jewels. I do this practice, try to do every day, few times, because when we remember the blessings of Buddha, blessings of Dharma, blessings of Sangha, then we will motivate it and we will practice Dharma without any effort, without any delay, and without any hesitation. But not understanding the quality, power, blessings of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, then our practice will become non-exist. Even though some people might say, I practice every day. You may never know unless you have spiritual guidance. You will never know you're doing the right thing or wrong. There is attitude, there is a motivation, there is a confused state of mind, there is all kinds of things happening in the mind. Where did you put those when you actually did the practice or when you do the practice? This question, I don't ask you, I ask myself, and you need to ask yourself. That way we don't have any fight. Because otherwise everybody defending each for good or worse or whatever reason, we defend ourselves without hesitation. If somebody, your near dear one, says something, immediately you react with the negative, even though you don't think it's a negative. Your reaction is negative. This sign shows that you are good practitioner of negative karma, not so much good practitioner of positive karma. It shows that, and you and I need to check ourselves all the time. So the Sutra of Recollection of Three Jewels, we talk about that in this way, Buddha or Bhagwan is the Tathagat, Arahat, the complete Arahat. Arahat is a low vehicle, the final result of Hinayana, but without a Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, there will be no name of Arahat. And Sharavaka, Rangsanje, self-Buddha or self-realized Buddha. Self-realized Buddha or he is a third vehicle, a second vehicle. First is Arahat vehicle, second vehicle, and the third vehicle is a Bodhisattva vehicle. And all these three vehicles is within Mahayana. So, completely perfect Buddha, when it says complete perfect Buddha, nobody ever to find a fault Buddha. No faults in a Buddha. 100 plus perfect. So that is a Buddha. Chung Kunse means no fault. All faults are exhausted. Yunti Kudi means universal, universe. All knowledge are actualized. That is the Buddha. The one with awareness and conduct. Buddha, he completed and proved what he said and what he realized. And he showed what he discovered. Sugata, and is that the one who knows the world. Nobody knows whole world, although we all think that we know whole world. What we know is not even 1%. The Buddha, compared with the Buddha, 100 plus. Buddha knows whole world functionality. He knows not only one world, W-O-R-L-D. He knows countless multiple worlds. In the visualization, one practice I do is Jigni Chawataja means billions of worlds surrounding us. It's just you and I have no clue. But just because we don't know does not mean that it exists. Because Buddha say that do debts in space is countless, and nobody can count dew dust in a space. The Buddhas and Bodhisattva number is exceeded to beyond that. This practice is something I do also, and it just pop out now in my talk. Awareness, the one who knows the world, the one who tames being. You and I cannot tame our own mind. Buddha tame countless beings and they become bodhisattva and they achieve enlightenment. In other words, if anybody want to go nirvana, they will achieve. Buddha extend his hand and help them. And no one can help where the Buddha did. Unsurpassable. The teacher of gods and humans. There is no good example teacher other than a Buddha. God, within 6 realms, God, demigod, all of those are powerful, but they are not perfect. They are not Buddha. They are not enlightened being. That is the reason that God and human bow in front of the Buddha, who is the perfect one. The Bhagwan Buddha. It says the teacher of God and humans, the Bhagwan Buddha. Tathagata is a compatible cause is merit. No one in the universe cause more merit than a Buddha. Just think about Buddha and toss flowers towards the Buddha. In open space outside, you are gaining merit. Before with 1 sip of coffee, tea, you make offering to Buddha's Bodhisattva, thinking Buddha's Bodhisattva and a drink, you accumulate merit. Before you wear 1 piece cloth, a new cloth you buy, and before you put, you make offering to Buddha's Bodhisattva. May this cloth is a benefit to all sentient beings, especially those who have no cloth. And you hold on 1 second, and then you wear yourself, you accumulate merit, but you are wearing new clothes. So it says, as a Buddha says, it says, Tathagata, he is fully adorned with fully adorned with the aspects of patience. Buddha is a perfection of patience. No one perfected like a Buddha perfected. You and I, whole problem that we face is we have a very teeny tiny patience. And even we have teeny tiny patience are also related with our selfishness jhana. We practice patience because we want something. And because of that, that patience is nothing to do with the spiritual. That patience is dugyung. The Tibetan word is dugyung, means it is pain and suffering rather than happiness. Being patient with that is a pain and suffering. Samsara activity, no matter how long you practice patience, you will go through more pain and suffering because you're creating more pain and suffering, planning more pain and suffering, seed, so that what arrives, more pain and suffering will come to you. You're practicing patience. In other words, people fishing, killing, lying, cheating, doing everything, samsara, it is to try to gain oneself and protect oneself and thinking about, I need this, I need that. And anything to do with that is causing pain and suffering in the long run for yourself. So it is said here is, he is fully adorned with the aspect of patience. He is the basis of treasuries of merit. The basis of treasury of merit, real treasure is a Buddha Dharma Sangha. And Buddha Dharma Sangha is fancy word is Tathagata Garbha. And the Tathagata Garbha is you and I possess Buddha seed, Buddha nature. That Buddha nature we own, but we don't realize that we are searching happiness and avoiding pain and suffering countless lifetime. This life since birth until now, and still we are not satisfied what we found. We are not sure everything what happened in our real life. This is called samsara, and the samsara offers no essence. And if you find one essence in a samsara, Dharma practice, spiritual connection, spiritual practice, your heart is full with the love, compassion, respect towards all sentient beings, then you are finding little essence out of no essence in the samsara. Everything in the samsara is a part of impermanent and a part of delusion and a part of cause you pain and suffering. That is the reason Buddha mentioned that duje thamje mataba. Everything external, internal universe is part of emptiness. Duje thamje, sakje thamje do. Everything you think you own, everything you think you value them, hold on it, is produce pain and suffering. You asking pain and suffering yourself, and you are getting pain and suffering yourself. Who you gonna blame? Because you ask for it. Duje tamje mata, saje tamje don't hawa, saje tamje don't hawa, and everything is impermanent. When they change, we get more pain and suffering. Saje tamje don't, chu tamje tongje dame wa. All phenomena, universe is appears from emptiness and disappeared into emptiness. You don't realize that you think everything is real and solid and hold on it and attach to it. And when they change, you have very difficult to adjust. He is adorned by the excellent sights. Buddha, nothing is more beautiful, soothing, relief than seeing the Buddha. They say you can read the life story of Angulimala, one who killed 99 people and he's the only one need to fulfill his own wish. And what happened, he saw Buddha instantly, without reason, everything changing and loose. Just like a deer and hunter and a dog camped in front of Milarepa meditating. Why deer become peaceful next to the Milarepa? And why dog is not eating the deer, but he also become peaceful? That means when they saw the Milarepa, something happened in their mind. It's like day and the night changes. Just like Angulimala, when he saw Buddha, something happened in his mind. Everything instantly changed. Angulimala, I remember he argued, he asked Buddha, I went too far and I don't want to go back. It's impossible that I will never be normal because the whole world think I'm the killer, which is right, he killed. So Buddha said, you close your eyes, open your eyes, you will see everything different. That's simple. So then Angulimala said, is that possible? Buddha said, yes, it's possible. So he closed eyes and he opened the eyes. He realized entire his life, what he's doing is wrong. I have to change. And then he cannot stand up. He just fell down, crashed in front of the Buddha's feet. And as soon as he rise, he was a bhikshu. when Buddha placed him, it's become a bhikshu, it's a follower. And he was generally very, just like Buddha said that time, you can go very far. In other words, you will succeed a lot of practice, perfection. So he did that. That is a part of the story. Shows a little bit dramatically something you and I can remember. Now, the flower of his marks are in bloom. Buddha represents a flower in the universe. Buddha represents a diamond, the most valuable gem in the universe to exist is a Buddha. Because who can see that? If you and I manage to open up our own wisdom eye, not water bubble eye, wisdom eye, then we will see it. Most beautiful flower, most beautiful gem that exists in the universe. The whole universe is maybe not so nice, but there is like a diamond, like a beautiful lotus flower exists in that mud without stained from mud. It's like Buddha. Buddha born in a samsara, but he not carry any samsara fault or stains. He's a pure perfect. And he appear again in samsara to help those who has a connection, those who are able to make connection, and he show liberation. His behavior is always appropriate. The side of Buddha, him is never disagreeable. In other words, nobody in the samsara ever to defeat him. If he say, they all go, yes, that's correct. Not because of a Buddhist, even a non-Buddhist, the Brahma, a non-Buddhist, everybody come to debate with him, test his wisdom, test his realization. Nobody defeated. I mean, somebody says, Buddha, the Brahma asked, you are in a samsara and destroying everything, saying samsara has no good essence. And I say samsara, some good essence here. So he argued. And Buddha saying, I didn't say samsara is everything is only negative, negative, negative. Samsara is a suffering, 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 pain, pain, suffering. I also said there is the end. You don't remember that. There is the end. Pain and suffering and cause of pain and suffering. When you stop, the cause of pain and suffering, when you stop, there is no longer pain and suffering. He said that, he defeated like that. And then, just like that, each one of them, somebody says, well, we are Brahma. We wash our negative karma in a Ganga river, or maybe holy places. Buddha said, yes, you can do with good motivation, it helps them. But you can't really wash completely just jumping into Ganga river because you kill too many people. Now you are jump into Ganga, you are purified. No. In that, I'm telling you reason that there is a more living beings in the water than earth. You think they're all enlightened beings? They don't even come out of the water. You and I go in the water a little bit, a few times, purify our negative karma. Some animal, living beings, always under the water, and there is more numbers of animal in the water than earth. Are you saying, your Brahma saying, they're all enlightened beings, so they are stuck in the water? So they say, yeah, you're true. I didn't think that way because we follow the tradition. This is our father tradition. We follow that. We sacrifice human, we sacrifice animals because we didn't realize that they feel how we feel. We feel that they are part of our vegetable.
So that is what they say. Delight those enthusiastic with the faith. His wisdom is beyond intimidation. Is the word intimidation? Intimidation, Buddha wisdom is nobody can penetrate except you have to be Buddha in order to see Buddha's quality fully. Because if you are not Buddha, you cannot defeat because you don't have what Buddha has. His powers are beyond oppression. What's oppression? Oppression. Oppression. Nobody can put down, right? He is the teacher of all beings. If there is one teacher in 6 realms or 3 worlds, WORLD worlds, Buddha is the only one. Because other powerful God and demigods, they are not free from samsara themselves, because they are part of 6 secular existence, 6 realms. And within 6 realms, God realm, and there are 33 God realms. Then there is 4 different realms of formless realm. All of these are part of samsara. Why? Because they are not Buddha yet. They are not Buddha yet. He is the father of Bodhisattva. Who? All Bodhisattvas' father is the Buddha, Bhagavan. He is the king of Aryas, Bhagwa. Bhagwa means that the first bhumi to the 10 bhumi Bodhisattva, each one has manifested millions, trillions of manifestation, because you have power to do that, because once you get in first bhumi is also a place where you see totally emptiness clearly. Before that, mentally you can projecting, you can get some blessings, but you don't really see clearly. But you reach first bhumi, you see the emptiness of universe is completely revealed to you because you are first bhumi. And first bhumi, when you get a first bhumi, it's also called, he is the king of Aryas or Bhagwas, the king of the Bhagwa. Bhagwa means at the higher level. First bhumi, second bhumi, third bhumi, fourth bhumi, 10th bhumi. First 7 bhumi is all negative emotions and obscuration will removed, completely disappeared. But the teeny tiny wisdom, subtle wisdom, obscuration did not disappear. Therefore, the first 7 bhumi is dedicated, and the last 3 bhumi, the 8, 9, 10, those 10, last 3 bhumis purify the subtle wisdom obscuration. And once you happen to attain the bhumi, what happened? Next step is a Buddha field. Become part of the Buddha. So those are that you study in a Praja Paramita Sutra. And it says that he leads beings to the city of Nirvana. So Buddha leads more sentient beings in a Nirvana than anybody. In fact, nobody ever to lead anybody. Just think about you and I cannot make one person happy, permanently happy. I'm talking about permanently happy. Can you make somebody permanently happy? No. Can I make one person happy permanently? No. Buddha can make countless sentient beings of permanent happiness and is still doing it in human age 2,500 years ago. Of course, the God's age, billions of billions of years, Buddha is leading everybody to the nirvana. So that's here it says that. It says Buddha leads beings to the city of nirvana. His pristine wisdom is immeasurable. Buddha's wisdom, nobody can measure All you have to do is to become Buddha, then you and I will know. I and you need to become Buddha in order to understand Buddha's wisdom. So it says that Buddha's pristine wisdom is immeasurable. His confidence is inconceivable. Inconceivable. His speech is utterly pure. It is melodic. Buddha's voice is even somebody angry like a boiling water or burning fire. When Buddha talk, his voice come out, they all put off. It's like pouring cold water in a boiling water, like that. And that happened during the time of Buddha Shakyamuni himself. And you and I can do somebody angry with you, and you don't get angry, you project the compassion and say sorry, what you're going through. Sorry, I made you upset. If you ever to say that, that person gonna be, watch what reacts. Few minutes later, it's gonna slow down. He or she gonna slow down. What happened is you boiling anger, or you added compassion, cold water, like that. So that is example here. His confidence is inconceivable. His speech is utterly pure. He is melodic. The sight of her never satiate one. I don't know that word. His body is peerless. He is unstained by desire. And what that means is that you and I have too much desire. And I deal with coffee, and some ice cream, some food that I like favorite. We have attachment. When we eat that, we feel like we need to eat that. And when we eat, we feel like some kind of satisfaction because we have that. And many of sentient beings always dreaming what you like to have. What you don't have, you like to have that. What you have, you don't want to lose that. You want to make it bigger. So that is shows it is, we are stained by desire. Buddha is unstained by desire. He is utterly unstained by form. He is unmixed with the formless state. He is utterly liberated from all suffering. He is completely liberated from the skandhas. We are trapped with the 5 skandhas because each of 5 skandhas of pain and suffering, each one of them, we are doomed to go through pain and suffering. Lots of problems. And forget about practice, Dharma. We will not functioning well. Buddha is without dhatu. His ayatanas are restrained. He is fully cut through the knots. We are chained in samsara because anything we attach to 3 realms make sure no liberated. Make sure we stay in samsara next reincarnation. That's what's happening. He is utterly liberated from all afflictions. He is liberated from craving. And do you have a craving? I do have a craving. We have a craving. We are dealing with the cravings. Buddha has crossed the river of samsara. We haven't crossed because our practice is not that good. We have the river of samsara, the other side. His pristine wisdom is complete. He abides in the pristine wisdom of the Bhagwan Buddha of past, future, present. And I will stop here because my voice. Buddha possesses the wisdom and knowledge of Buddhas in the past, Buddhas in the present, Buddhas in the future. How many Buddhas are there? Nirvana Sutra mentioned that whole planet Earth become pill size. Pill is a P-I-L-L or P-E-L-L?
Pill is P-I-L-L.
Pill size with the whole planet Earth, and we count, it will finish someday counting. But recite the name of Buddha, past Buddha, one after the other, cannot complete it. That many Buddha all of that. In other words, countless billions enlightened beings exist. And Buddha Shakyamuni mentioned that when a Bodhisattva Akashagarbha asked Buddha Shakyamuni, can you give us a name of past Buddha's name? And Buddha Shakyamuni said, whole earth can be pill-sized and count, it can be run out. We can count that. But the name of Buddha is beyond that, cannot count. All the water in the universe and divide into drop by drop, we can count it. But the name of Buddhas cannot count it beyond that. He mentioned the space can be measured, it cannot measure, but we can measure it. Compare with the counting the Buddha's name, past Buddha name, cannot count it. By the way, if you recite the one Buddha's name with the faith and the devotion, you will reincarnate it instantly without any effort in a God realm, in least one lifetime. Simply you call that Buddha name with the devotion and love. But you and I need to know how to call Buddha. When we recite, make sure our not confused. Make sure our faith is there. Make sure our devotion is there. Make sure our respect to Buddha is there. All of those accounts, any one of them missing is called imperfection. It's not perfect practice. So we're going to stop here by saying the pristine wisdom of Bhagavan Buddha, the past, future, and the present we bow down. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sangaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Sangaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sangaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Sangaya. Says a Tampuchuna, Tomargawa, Pardagawa, Tamargawa, Tonzabo, Tindrazabo, Mandi, Yonso Zobo, Yonso Tabo, Yonso Jo, Jondende Sumbo, Chundoa, Liberton Bang, Bunjoa, Denvertoba. Buddha turned the wheel of Dharma. Beginning part of the Buddha turning the wheel of, nobody can find any fault. In other words, nobody can defeat it. In the middle, Buddha turned the wheel of Dharma, nobody can complain about. Ending, Buddha teaching, nobody can complain it. So Tomar Gewa, Parda Gewa, auspicious in the beginning, auspicious in the middle, auspicious in the end. Entire turning the wheel of Dharma in our realm. Of course, the Shakyamuni Buddha is a 100 million manifestations in 100 million universe turning the wheel of Dharma. Only one of them is the last one, Shakyamuni Buddha. He voluntarily dealing with Jambu Vipa, which means where we live, our samsara, our world. And he voluntarily turned the wheel of Dharma. And he turned everybody has a connection. Everybody, when they are ready, they become Buddhist Bodhisattva because of Shakyamuni Buddha. So he is a supreme. Maya Sangha means he's a line among human. He's a lion among human. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Dharmaya. Namo Sangha. So maybe we can do one more talk on Sutra of Recollection next time, and then I will finish there. And then I would like to talk about the vows that we should take and detail how we committing negative karma since the beginningless time. And there is a teachings on every stage, every step by step of trespassing, means breaking the rules and regulations of Hinayana or self-liberation, how we make difficult and not to self-liberate, but more self-obstructed. Self-liberation, how you can do susutarvadomba, means how I can liberate myself from samsara or second existence. And then how I can become free from three realms. In other words, I don't want to reincarnate in the desire realm and form realm and formless realm. I just want to go beyond that, and that is that vehicle. And then Bodhisattva vehicle. How can I generate a bodhicitta where I feel like bodhicitta is full with my mind? How I can share bodhicitta, how I can experience in bodhicitta altruism myself in order to deal with countless beings, mother sentient beings. And there is a bodhisattva vows. Without a bodhisattva vows, we cannot help countless sentient beings. Without the refuge vows, we cannot even have bodhisattva vows. And you're talking about Dzogchen Mahamudra, but try to remember, make sure you have refuge vows, because if you don't, you're not even Buddhist yet. Now, make sure you practice bodhicitta. In order to keep bodhicitta practice, make sure you have refuge vows and you renew every day. All of those counts, because the majority of people seems like they are so confused and they are so busy, they don't realize that. And I and you need to remember this and every practice, every time. Last but not least is Vajrayana practice. Vajrayana practice is almost non-exist, is sealed, is hidden. It's not somebody hiding from you. You have no wisdom eye to see yourself, therefore it's valuable for you. There the number of Vajrayana practitioner is very few in our realm. A Vajrayana practitioner, in order to become Vajrayana practitioner, we have to perfection of bodhisattva practice, altruism, bodhicitta practice. We have to have a Hinayana and Theravada tradition. We have to perfection. All these three yanas are step by step, all into one, makes the last one available. So there is no contradiction. It's not separate practice. It's all one. Once we reach in a Vajrayana practice. So in a Vajrayana practitioner is a Sangha Zatong. Sangha Zatong. how you see every sentient being. So when you begin to see all sentient beings a manifestation of Buddha, then you may be a little bit understand Vajrayana. When you see your body, speech, your mind is inseparable with the Guru's body, speech, your mind, Yadam's body, speech, your mind, all inseparable, then you may understand Vajrayana a little bit. Last but not least is the three kayas. Your body, speech, mind, Buddha Shakyamuni's body, speech, mind, all turn into Dharma kaya, Sambhoga kaya, and Nirvana kaya. Now you may understand Vajrayana a little bit. And for you, everything is realm of Vajrayana, nothing else. And the watching manifest, the Buddha realm manifest in your mind. You exhausted all your problem and negative karma at that point. Sarva Mangalam. Sarva Mangalam. Sarva Mangalam. Sarva Mangalam. Thank you, everybody. Sharing the Dharma. So, any question that is what I talked? Any questions before I forget, or before I stop? If you feel like to ask, talk, go ahead. Especially when you ask question, that question should be beneficial for all listeners. Those who are listening here, those who are listening far away, those who are listening invisibly, because non-visible, invisible sentient beings are numbers are much more than visibles. So they said that reciting Om Mani Mani Maha Mani Soha outside your house while you're walking, driving car, there is somebody always hear the mantra sound and they're all purified. So practice is available everywhere, every time. It's just you and I need to be little mindfulness and a little mindfulness and awareness. And we have a lot of time to thinking about negative things. Just 1/3 of what we're thinking about negative, if you use that thinking about the Dharma benefit and Sutra of Recollection of Buddha's wisdom, you will also benefit tremendously. Immediately, your mind is filled with the blessings. And I know that. And I want you to do that. Because if you have difficulty to sleep, waking up night, practice Dharma, generate bodhicitta, I guarantee very soon you go back to sleep. It's not you like to, because you can't keep up that practice too long. So all you do is just go back to sleep. And it works little bit because we all try to do that. And I try to do that because that is best time to use it. So you can't sleep some reason, even if it's a few minutes or 5 minutes, do some practice, generate the bodhicitta. Think about Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Visualize realm or Buddha realm. And immediately you feel part of that. Wow, what a beautiful. Any question? You need to go near phone if you don't mind, sir. Phone or yeah, go ahead, sir. Somebody have a question, so go near here.
Lama, can you please share with us the reason behind you choosing the name Triratna for our group and why that's important?
Triratna for your group. And I am trying to help your group because your wish to Dharma activity is my wish. So Triratna is called Tsawaswam. Tsawaswam means Kunchoswam, 3 jewels, 3 roots, Tsawaswam, Kunchoswam. The reason I chose that is we dedicate this organization name, or this name is a benefit all mother sentient beings by calling 3 Jews, by calling 3 Jews. If we don't know how to call 3 Jews, then we don't know anything. We are calling 3 Jews to help countless mother sentient beings. Perhaps that is my main reason. We can call other Jews. 3 Jews is 3 roots. 3 root is 3 Jews. And we are, our body, spiritual mind are 3 parts of our body dedicated to the Buddha's body, spiritual mind, and dedicated to the 3 jewels, 3 roots. It's all about 3, 3, 3, 3. So for that is my reason if I try to explain what I think. Thank you, everybody. Anyone? Any other question? Those of you are far away, you have a little, I have little energy too. We have a lot of energy if we're talking about somebody else's business. But we have a very little energy when we're talking about Dharma practice, which is a benefit for ourselves. Immediately we get tired and we feel like no energy left. Great Lama lecture, he was sharing Dharma. I heard from him. He says that when we do Dharma practice alone in your room, you sit down and 5-10 minutes later, you feel like very tired and now need to take a break. Only 5-10 minutes ago, you're already tired and you feel like yearning and you feel like you need a coffee, you feel like you need food, you need this or that. Knee hurts, back hurts, all kinds of things are happening after 15 minutes less. But if we are doing non-dharmic activities, such as something, somebody talking about some kind of, adventure, talking about non-dharmic things, and gossip, lot of rumors. And then hours, we are not hungry, we have no problem with our knee, we have no problem with our back, we have so much energy because we still keep listening. Our faculties are very sharp and very alert. Unlike when we meditate or practice, immediately we get a cloud of tiredness, just kind of like feel so sleepy. This Lama shared that with me. Guess what? I really agree with that. I felt like what a truth, that's such a truth statement. And this might be used for many, many Dharma practitioners like me. Whether you agree or not agree with me, I do agree with that. Sarva Mangalam.
One, two, three. There is no other Buddha apart from your own mind. There is no faster path to travel than Nali and Prana. There is no friend who can protect you like the three jewels do. There's no experience that's better than bliss and emptiness. No one's kindness is a match for the kindness of the Lord. Everyone has devotion to him, they hold him on their crown. Put his instructions into practice unmistakably, and you'll find that in your mind stream you have certainty. Then when you find realization is shining from within, that's a sign the teachings of the lineage have hit their mark in you. When you have cut through all of your doubts and done this for yourself, then all of a sudden you'll be so confident you'll see you're doing well. When you have your love in your heart going out to everyone, that's when you'll hold all sentient beings in your great compassion. And when you see your Father Guru as Buddha himself, then naturally waves of his blessings will flow right into you. This has been a song of couplets, and now that it's done, have you understood its meaning? Think carefully, my son. And if you've understood what I've sung, then this is a song. Not it was just a little bit where my voice went up and down. Rachel, son, how are you doing? Are you feeling well? Your old man feels so fantastic. I'm as happy as can be. I'm as happy as can be. I'm as happy as can be.
Thank you. That's a beautiful. So when we went to Nepal, we have many Milarepa sound in front of the courtyard where the nearby Kempu Sutrum Jatsu Rinpoche, he can hear. So our guru singing song whenever we can in front of there, and then we sing a song we enjoy very much. I had a great dream with the Kempu Rinpoche, and dream, it was a dream, but it's like a real. And he talked to me, and we were talking about the details, some things. And then I asked him, I am so lucky that yeah, I hear your voice, because you didn't say any words for many years. And this is what happened. And recently my dream, And whenever you see one of a figure of your guru, you see the Buddha, same thing, because the Buddha manifests into Guru, and Guru appear in a dream, and the dream of the dream or daydream, a life dream. It's all good, but anyway, our Guru shared Dharma with the nuns, and they always like to hear and receive Dharma talk from us. So we get a chance to do several times, a few times, and we enjoy sharing Dharma. It's been a few years, last 4 or 5 years, continue teaching at the nuns. And they have less than 100 nuns, but there is a bigger nunnery in Bhutan inviting us to turn the wheel of Dharma. But my energy and our group energy, I don't know we will make it or not in the future, but they request to turn the wheel of Dharma. So that is a good thing. And then South India, when we go, I have some individuals who are very interested in Dharma and share the Dharma teaching there. And a group, not a large group, but that's okay too. So if I had to remember, if I share Dharma 1%, it helps. That's a very good day. That particular day is a good day. I will say that's a very special day because every day is not like that. Sarva Mangalam. Sarva Mangalam. Sarva Mangalam. Okay, sir.